Alright, what's up YouTube? Happy Hump Day. It is Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. So it is Wildlife Wednesday here on the Outlaws from the West YouTube channel. I am dressed as a naturalist, so we will continue our theme of deep dives on the individual roles with the naturalist role today. Quick couple of housekeeping items. I mentioned yesterday during the live stream that the summer update, which is called Blood Money, there was a trailer coming today, but I went back and looked at the newswire after the live stream was over, and I saw that they did officially announce the date. So it is July 13th. You heard it here first. I knew it wasn't going to be July 6th. But yeah, so just wanted to touch on that. And then also, I felt really kind of terrible about not being able to do that trader delivery at the end of yesterday's live stream. So we're going to go ahead and do that today to get us started. We'll get into some naturalist stuff a little later, but for now, let's go ahead. Let's do this delivery. I did end up saving it after the system, I guess, glitched out on me. I backed out, I restarted my PS4, and when I came back in, I was at like 73 items. So I just went ahead yesterday, I just let it build out the rest of the way. I did drop off a few more items to Crips in the meantime, and now we're at 100 goods. So let's go ahead and look at that. So we kind of closed off yesterday. I was talking about local deliveries versus long distance deliveries or distant deliveries, and I mistakenly spoke and said it was 750. It's actually 625. So you know, again, you have to decide for yourself, is the $125 worth the extra risk? I'm not going to do that. I'm already in defensive mode, at least I should be. I'll check that right when we start the delivery, but for now, let's go ahead and start this delivery. We'll do this trader, one last trader roll.
Sometime today would be nice.
Yeah, you bet, Crips. Here we go.
I was just thinking, have you ever wondered why they call it a building when it's already built? Okay, sorry, too deep. Anyway, I have some good news. Another batch ready for market. Well done, Crips. You're amazing. Why, thank you. And now it's over to you. The buyer's local, so should be an easy enough sale.
Will it load? Fingers crossed. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so we're going to Flatneck Station. You can see I've got the little shield, so we are in defensive mode. This is what a local delivery looks like. There's actually an award for making deliveries to 15 different locations, so take a look at that. If you need to move your camp around the map in order to do so, I definitely recommend that. Help you get some extra gold. But yeah, so ultimately today we will end up taking a deep dive at the naturalist role. I just wanted to go ahead. I felt like I owed this to you guys after the way yesterday ended, to show you what a delivery looks like. Now we'll see. I mentioned sometimes you get attacked on your way. Sometimes nothing happens. You just drive there, you make your delivery, nothing, no problems. Sometimes you drive there, on the way you get attacked, occasionally, by like a rival trader gang. It'll be a little sporadic. There might be a couple guys on horses, might be 4 guys on 2 horses. And then other times, when you get there, you can kind of hear the gunshots coming from a little bit away. The buyers at the location are being attacked, and you have to fend off the attackers before the mission is complete. You can leave the wagon so it doesn't get shot at, or you can just drop it in the spot where it's asking you to. It doesn't really matter. Just know that if you abandon the wagon and it's not in the delivery spot, after you fend off those attackers, you're going to have to go back to the wagon and pull it into the spot in order to complete the mission. So, lots of different possibilities. So far, it's looking like maybe we're not going to get attacked on this delivery. And we'll see if there's attackers when we get to Flatneck. I gotta believe there's gonna be. This is usually a location where there's a pretty good shootout to end the mission delivery. But yeah, so Newswire confirms July 13th. Summer update is called Blood Money. We already know it has a lot to do with Angelo Bronte's right-hand man, Guido Martelli. The picture actually has someone on a train tied up, so I don't know if it's like you're rescuing that person or whatnot, or if that's just the artwork and has nothing to do with the actual update, but you can hear the gunshots I was talking about. Lots more to be revealed with the trailer today. Very excited. It's an exciting day for Red Dead Online. So the train is going to block my entrance here. So I was talking about abandoning the wagon. I think I am going to hop off here. Pop a tonic real quick. And then we'll get down to business. Oh. One. Oops, he ducked. Duck. Just take the bullet like a man. Use the train to my advantage, actually. Oh, I missed this guy from point blank, huh? Alright. Alright, so that's that. You could go ahead and loot those. Sometimes after the mission's over, they're gone, but I'm not going to stress about that right now. We're trying to do other stuff today. Got a lot of stuff planned. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull this wagon in over here. Who knows, those bodies might be there afterwards. Anyway, here we go. That's what a delivery looks like. Successful delivery. 100 goods added. I should get some gold for that because I'm over 5,000. Let's see what happens. There it is. Plus 2,000 XP, 500 bucks, and I got the goods trader buckle. I mean, that's what it will look like, guys. If you're, you know, just starting out, you haven't done the trader role yet, definitely take a look at it. I think it's pretty fun. You know, one thing I haven't really talked about as I've been going through these, I don't particularly, there's not like one role that I think is better than the other. You know, some people will say, oh, this one's so much better than the other one. I don't particularly feel that way. Let me just take a look at this real quick. I don't particularly feel, you know, tied to one role or the other. So you can see I could reset this now that I finally got the 5,000 goods. And I'll get some gold for that as well. So yeah, you know, I like them all. I think each one has its pros and cons. Obviously the pros of this one is the ridiculous amount of XP that you get for that delivery. Con being that it does take a lot of effort to get that level. You know, you saw I did 2 different rounds of hunting yesterday during the live stream. Well, I also happened to have legendary animals that I donated ahead of time before the live stream yesterday. And then I think I donated 1 or 2 legendary animals yesterday after the live stream. So it's a pretty time-consuming role. But that being said, the benefits are pretty cool, pretty awesome benefits. So let me go back to camp real quick. What I want to do for today's Naturalist role deep dive is just kind of show you guys. You know, I've seen a couple videos when I was first starting out and read some articles, you know, talking about the best way to level up within the Naturalist, basically farming Naturalist XP. And I think that may be one of the reasons why a lot of people look down on the Naturalist role. You know, in those videos and in that text, it talked a lot about doing either the cows at Emerald Ranch or the alligators in the bayou there, not too far from where Harriet is. And, you know, if you're just looking to blow through it, that's great. But I think there's a better way to do it where you're still getting through it somewhat quickly, but also I think it makes it a little more enjoyable, particularly if you like to hunt. And I know it sounds weird to say that because the hunting and the trader role are kind of at odds with the naturalist role, but it doesn't mean that you can't do the naturalist role and still enjoy it. So what I'm going to show you, or at least what I'm going to attempt to show you, is how you can still level up, get a lot of XP for the naturalist role, and make it maybe a little less monotonous. To me, if all you're doing is sedating, sampling gators over and over again, then yeah, the naturalist role is going to be terrible for you. That's not exciting. Like to me, that's boring. That would get really boring really fast. But you can still go and sedate and sample animals and get out of the bayou, get away from Emerald Ranch, and basically see the whole map, really. You just have to know where to hunt, and I say hunt, where to look for the specific animals that you're looking to sample. So let me go ahead and get back to camp here. And we're going to do this a little backwards. I'm not actually going to start with, I've been sitting on, I think I have like 4 or 5 sample sets. I've been sitting on them for the next Outlaw Pass, but I figured we can go ahead and do one. I can turn one in today, show you what that looks like, and then go and get those samples again. Because it's not like with the collectibles where you can have multiples. Once you get a sample, you're kind of stuck with it until you turn it in to Harriet and then turn it in for additional cash. So I just want to do this real quick. So under the start menu, actually no, sorry, under the animal field guide, you can see I've got this little, see how these two have the icon and this one doesn't? So that's because I have full sample sets to turn in, both farmland and desert. I also have mountain and grassland, forest and river, and I think one of the legendary animals, yeah, patterned. So you can see the little icon, that's HD, Harriet Davenport. That's what shows you that you have full set to turn in. In the case of wetland habitats, I don't have all those. In fact, we can even look at that. I think I need a Florida panther. Yeah, Florida panther. See, I don't have that little icon there. I have not sampled and turned in a Florida panther blood sample. So let's go ahead. We're going to turn in. See how bottom right hand corner of the screen there's a trade-in option that appeared under, I push a square button. So we'll go ahead and turn in the desert habitats. It looks like nothing happened, but then when we back out, you see 80 bucks and 1,000 XP. So again, you can go and sample 5 gators. I think it's 5. You get 200 per. Maybe not for gators. Either way, that would be a lot of alligators. Probably like 20. But I got 1,000 right there just for sampling a multitude of desert animals. So if we go back in there, it should show now. I think I might have whiffed. Let's try that again. Yeah, it should show now. Yeah, see, desert is gone. It says 014. I've turned it in 7 times. So let's go and look for some desert animals. The reason why I did desert, I feel like it's probably the easiest of the sets to find. Farmland can be tough because you need specific bulls to show up, and as I've documented here on this channel, it is extremely difficult to get all 3 types of bulls. It seems like when you have 2 of the 3, the game will make it almost impossible for you to find the 3rd. But with the desert animals, I think they're a little easier to find. You don't have to worry about that too much. So let's go to the desert. Go to Armadillo. So basically we're looking for desert iguana, Gila monster, armadillo, Baja pronghorn, buck and doe, collared peccary, Sonoran pronghorn, buck and doe, desert bighorn, ram and sheep, Sierra Nevada ram and sheep, black-tailed rattlesnake, and cougar. I believe we can get all 14 of those within today's live stream. It's raining, so that's not a great start, but we'll look for, I've seen a ton of peccaries in this area before. I can actually see something over here already highlighted. I might have to go to Harriet a couple times. What is this? Oh, armadillo. Perfect. So So there you go. I'm using sedative ammo just like I would for any other animal. 3 shots. It's a little stronger than like a rabbit, but not a very strong animal. We'll go ahead and sample it. You should see in the top left-hand corner it will say 1 of 14. Oh, it's actually 2 of 14. I must have already had one. What did I have? We'll have to take a look at that. I thought it said 0 before. Maybe I had one on me. We can look at that in our satchel. 9-banded armadillo. So we have an armadillo. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off. And then I must have already had... What did I have? I had a cougar. I do not remember getting that cougar, but we'll take it. I'll show you some cougar spots on the map, since we're not going to be getting a cougar. And who knows, maybe we'll stumble across one. So for cougars, there's almost always one up in this area, not too far from where Beecher's Hope is in story mode. It's like usually like right in this area. There's another one up here by this Gus icon. Sometimes you'll see one up here in Big Valley. Over here in Annisburg. This is a good area for them. And actually all along this ridgeline. Occasionally as far down as like in between Annisburg and Van Horn. That's pretty much it. So those are the areas you're looking at. I would say probably the #1 area is in Great Plains area of Blackwater. Check this area if you're not finding them there. Tall Trees actually up here is another one. So they're all over the map really. And yes, they are in the desert. So even though most of the locations are in the mountainous areas, they're in the desert, and technically it is a desert animal. So we've got cougar, we've got armadillo, we're looking for a desert iguana. I'm actually going to show you guys, I feel like this is an almost guaranteed spot over here for a number of different things, particularly the black-tailed rattlesnake. I think that might be the hardest one to find. What I would recommend is, as you're riding around on your horse, if you're in the desert and you see your horse get a little jittery, like that right there. So that's a snake, but is it the kind of snake we want? Oh, look at that. It is. Wow. A couple shots, really. I think I missed one, so it should only take 2 to get the snake. Yeah, if you're just riding around and your horse gets jittery, check it out. And it's probably a black-tailed rattlesnake if you're in the desert. It might be, I think there's whatever. There's other kinds of snakes that it might be, but in this case, it was a black-tailed rattlesnake. So I don't need to go over to that area, but I think you guys saw it on the map. I'll show it to you again. I almost always, when I'm looking for a black-tailed rattlesnake, if I go to that area on the map, we'll find one. So it's right over here. It's Pleasant's house. It's actually just north. It's kind of like where the E is. But so if you put your icon here, and then you can either get off your horse or just kind of walk your horse through this area, you should see the red icon pop and get yourself a black-tailed rattlesnake. Alright, so now we're on, that's number 3. What do we got? We got all kinds of pronghorn. I got a peccary. Actually, that's a good area for peccary too. I'm going to put that waypoint back on the map. Maybe not quite right there. We'll go like here. If you're a collector, you're probably familiar with this area. Pleasant's house usually has another armadillo. Pleasant's house usually either has a family heirloom or an antique alcohol bottle. There's actually a crashed flying machine that has a coin near it. So if you know the collector role, that's where I'm going right now, kind of near the flying machine. There's almost always peccaries over there. There's usually some right by the train station too, but we didn't see any today. So basically what we'll do is we'll just ride around the desert. I think, you know, within an hour, give or take, we should be able to get all 14 of these. And then once we turn in the blood samples to Harriet, that little stamp, the HD stamp, will show up again on the desert animals. And we can trade it back in again for another, what was it, 1500 XP? 1000 XP? Whatever it was. Good amount of XP. So I definitely recommend... Oh, I'm gonna want that guy. Gila monster. Cool. See guys, I wasn't even looking for that. Just riding around the desert and just finding animals that can be sampled and turned into Harriet. You know, again, maybe this is still too tedious for some. I don't know. But I feel like it's less tedious, less monotonous than simply roaming around the swamp and looking for gators. And or, to me, even the worst way to do this role is to go to Emerald Ranch and just start shooting cows. I mean, how boring is that? To each their own, you know what I mean? No judgment if that's what you do, but for me, that is just insanely boring. So here's a flying machine over here I was talking about. Actually, let's check something real quick. I haven't looked to see if it's is a coin here today? No, it's not here today. Oh, there goes a desert iguana too. Look at this. Oops, not that. I want this. Right? Desert iguana? No, that's another Gila monster. Alright, cool. I thought it was an iguana. They can be a little hard to tell, the difference, when you're just kind of roaming. Just kind of be aware of that. There's some peccaries. Those are like wild pigs, guys, so not a ton of shots on those either. Sometimes the boars take like 6 or 7 shots because they have thick skin, but the peccaries don't. They have about the same, but you can see they do the same little animation with the little flip roll. It's just like it's like a pig. So look at that. Not even, what, 6 minutes in? I think we started around the 15-minute mark. 6 minutes in, we've already got a ton of these, 5 of them. Granted, I had one to start with, but the cougar's not that hard. The most challenging thing about the cougar is you'll find it easily enough. It's just, can you survive? Will your horse buck you and all that stuff? Alright, so we're looking for... I did get a Gila monster. I never marked it off, right? 1, 2... Yeah. Alright. Looking for a desert iguana. Those will be a little more... I usually find those over by the lake. So we'll make our way slowly down here and see what else we can find in the area. We need all 4 types of pronghorn. Baja buck, Baja doe, Sonoran buck, and Sonoran doe. Those are kind of easy to find. Those are, you know, sometimes they're even mixed together. And then the desert bighorn sheep will be with them as well. What's this over here? Some coyotes. Yeah, so there'll be some non-desert animals in the desert. You don't need to worry about those. There's a flying machine again. If you're looking for a coin, this area usually has a coin. Got some audio trouble. Audio's cutting out on me. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I apologize. Actually, I'm not going to go through the gap. Just because I want to be able to see my surroundings. And the gap has those high walls. Use an eagle eye. You know, just like if you're hunting. Basically, that's what we're doing. We're hunting, but with sedative ammo. The area to the east of Armadillo is actually really good for pronghorn, so I might kind of make my way through there. As we're going along here. Just kind of keeping my eyes peeled for movement. Anything that looks out of the ordinary. They're real camouflaged animals. But you're going to want to be aware. Some animals. Those are probably horses. Nope, Sonoran buck. Got away. That's the one. There we go. Baja, California. Pronghorn buck. So that's 6. And like I said, this area here, you see those ruins and the church? This is a good area for pronghorn. Occasionally, bighorn, ram, and sheep in this area. Some of the larger animals within the desert category will be found over here. There's something over there. It looks like a horse. That's a whitetail buck. That's interesting. What's that one? Sonoran pronghorn buck. Okay. Oh, there's a whole herd of pronghorn. Let's see. Any does? There's a doe. It gets really aggravating when they disappear for a second, because now I don't know which one's the one I was shooting. That's a buck. I'll shoot that. Yeah. Don't do what I'm doing right now. Try to separate the animals from the pack before you end up wasting sedative ammo. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this. Remember this from yesterday? Whoops. Too deep. Alright, hold on. I don't know if I'm able to reach that. Let's see. Can I do it? It's too far. No! Going a little bit. This lake gets deep quick. Got him. And then we just drag him to shore. Hop off. That's another buck. I thought I got a doe. Oh wait, no. I got a Baja before. So this actually works out. This is a Sonoran. 7, right? There we go. Yeah, so guys, that's, you saw it live right there. It gets a little tricky because there are 2 different types of pronghorn in this area. At this point, I've got the Baja buck and the Sonoran buck. And then within the 2 different types, there's actually male, female, buck and doe. So, alright, so we need a desert iguana. That was the whole point of coming down this area. Let's see if we can find one in this area. And in the meantime, we'll look out for the does and also desert bighorn rams might be down here. What's this? I saw a little indicator. That's just a rabbit. There's some stuff moving. What's that? There's a doe. Let's see. Actually some other stuff in this area too. What is that, a muskrat? Oh, no, it's another rabbit, just different. Alright, so I'm trying to separate. I don't want to waste my ammo. So I'm going to try to separate these doe, or a doe. That's a buck. You can tell that has the horns. What's that? Yeah, see, I just wasted 2 shots there, and I couldn't tell. Gotta try and separate one. Right. Whoops! Oh, we're going for a ride and a swim. That's embarrassing. I'm getting outfoxed by these animals today. Alright, let's see. I separated it, but it's in the water. That's not gonna help me. Alright, what's that? Doe. Come on. That is garbage. Alright, I'm gonna focus on the one that's bleeding. That's a buck. No, I don't want the buck. Okay, can I get down off of this without killing myself and or my horse? There we go. This is like really bad. I'm gonna reload my... Yeah, now I'm gonna lose these guys in the bushes here. Okay, they're in the water, but not too far from shore. That's a buck, right? There's the doe. Don't go too far. There we go. And that. Get over here. Oh no. I fell off the horse. Oh, that was cool. Just got back on the horse. Why is my knife out? Machete. Did I get it? No, I missed. Oh, this is super aggravating. Got him. Nice. And then we'll just go like this until it's on land. Or close to land. Land ho, mateys. Baja, doe. Land doe. That's 8. Again, what are we, like 15, 16 minutes into this? Doing pretty good. Trick is going to be, those desert bighorns are going to be tough, I think. They usually are. But, in recent weeks, I've had a more an easier time finding them. Alright, let's keep looking for desert iguana. Can I go up here? There we go. I feel like this area near the lake, which, am I still near the lake? I feel like we should be. Usually where I find the iguana. But they're all over, really. Alright. There's a lake. Maybe like just north of the lake. They're small, so they can be a little hard to find. But they make a hissing sound. It sounds kind of like a snake. If worse comes to worse, if I don't find one here, I know over by Rio Bravo, there's some as well. Some prairie poppy, if you're looking for prairie poppy, right there. Let's see, what's this? Oh, nice. There we go. Might need to craft some ammo if we start running out. That's 9. Desert Bighorn Ram. Alright, so we have left iguana, Baja, pronghorn doe, desert bighorn sheep, both Sierra Nevada, ram and sheep. Those are the 5 I have left. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Let's keep. I'm actually having some really good luck in this area, so let's keep. We'll stay around here for a little bit. See if I can find an iguana. If not, then maybe some desert bighorn ram will pop something over here. What's that? I need a Baja doe, right? Yeah, Baja doe. Sometimes they hang out together. Sometimes not. So again, I leave it up to you. You know, maybe this is still too tedious for you. I don't know. I feel like the best thing to do is familiarize yourself with the different hunting areas. Obviously, if you're looking for desert animals, this is the spot to be, between here and Tumbleweed. Don't go looking for, oh, what's that? Another Gila monster. Don't go looking for a desert bighorn sheep in the bayou. Lesson number 1. More Gila monsters. This is crazy. I feel like it's another situation like yesterday. We're looking for a specific, or maybe it was Tuesday, or what, Monday. We're looking for a specific animal. We're finding all the other ones. What's that? Oh, lots of them. Baja doe. Got him. Now I just gotta make sure I stay focused on the right one. Don't lose sight of that one. Don't lose sight. I lost sight of it. alright. Oh, see, there is a Sonoran in with the pronghorn, or Baja, this time. I want to focus on the one that has a 1-star, because I think that means I shot it already. Oh, right in someone's camp. Alright. I see it running through the middle there. I'm gonna try and get it separated a little more. Wow, that was a lot of shots for a doe. But we got it. It's all good. Right on the tracks. Oh. Yep. Relax, dude. It's all good. Oh, and the train's coming too, go figure. No, that should have been number 8. Did I screw something up? Let's see. I did need a Baja Doe, right? Oh. Baja Doe, I have 2. Okay, hold on. I screwed something up. What, did I not have a buck? Baja buck, Sonoran buck. Oh, I needed the Sonoran Doe. That's why. Go figure. Alright, let me correct my notes. Okay. Let's actually go up here. The little area I just marked is another good area for desert bighorn, ram, and sheep. So we'll head up that way, and along the way we'll keep an eye out for the other animals that we still need. But yeah, we're making pretty good on time here. 37 minutes total into the live stream. I think I started this around 15 minutes in, so we're talking about 20 minutes. Let's see. What's that? Baja buck. I need a Baja Doe. No. A Sonoran Doe. Right? Hold on. Wrong thing. Yeah, I need a Sonoran Doe. Nothing else around here. As the sun goes down, they'll get a little easier to spot, because they'll be flashing. What's that? It's a regular buck, right? Whitetail buck? Yeah, that's what I thought. There's something up here. What is it? What is it? Peccaries. Look at all that though up top behind them. Watch out, dude. Up there on the hill. There's tons of stuff. Hopefully one of those is a Sonoran Doe. Or desert sheep. Yeah. So those are Sonorans. I just gotta find a doe. Baja. Sonoran Doe. That one? What's that? What are you? You're Baja. Get out of here. The Sonoran is off and running. It knows I'm after it. Where'd she go? She regrouped with her pod, man. Get out of here. Sonoran Doe. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. This is so bad. Alright, now you're trapped. That's a buck. Where did my doe go? Don't know. Nope, not that one. It's an orange doe. Lead me to the promised land. Let's see. Tracking becomes easier at night. Is that her? No. Is that her? That's her. There we go.